Hi Capricorn and welcome to Feel Like Tarot. This video is for your manifestation for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from mid-November to early December. Now, as per usual, I have cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards so I can take my time over that and I don't have to waste any of yours. As any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And if none of it resonates for you, then that's absolutely fine. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you see in here today, then please by all means do hit the like, share and subscribe buttons and you will be alerted to your next reading, which is for your wellness check-in. Okay, well, this is really quite interesting. So in terms of your key energies within this reading, the energy that you're putting out into the world, the universe right now, your leap of faith, and your final outcome, your potential outcome, are all major arcana. So you've had a lot of life lessons to be thinking about, and you're actively doing them. There's maybe another one for you to consider, and there's also the potential for what comes out of this to be another life lesson for you. So for the energy that you're putting out right now, you have the Hermit card, and that talks about wisdom, guidance, following a path from the dark into the light. Also talks about introspection, meditation. Tell me about the Hermit for Capricorn, please. Tell me about the Hermit for Capricorn. What messages are there for me? Messages and energies. Capricorn. Okay. Take a look at the bottom of the deck in a moment. Okay, oh wow. So you have the Star card in reverse, interestingly. You have the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and you've also got the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. So yes, it looks like you are very much doing some introspection and some thinking, some wise thoughts about what path you're actually on right now, because I think that there is a recognition for you that the path you are on is not the right one. And it is not a healing path for you either. It's definitely not something that you wished for, that's for certain. And the reason for that is because with the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles here, it has very quickly turned in a very downward spiral for you. So it could be that right now you're feeling that, gosh, times are hard, and it could be that you've lost some revenue somewhere, you've lost something of value to you. Could also be that you've maybe lost your home or you're displaced somehow. But the key is that with the Five of Pentacles here, it is temporary. The emphasis is on temporary, as long as you have faith. And I think that that is one of the things that is helping you. So I'm just checking my mic was on there. I think that that is one of the things that is helping you to remain wise about this and really consider your choices and your options. It's almost like this isn't your first rodeo, or you are mature enough at least to know that, well, this is a bit of a shit show right now and it can't keep going on like this, because you know that there is another path for you to take, one that is going to expand your horizons and it is going to make you feel more settled. You see how the gentleman here has the globe in his hand. That's almost exactly what the Five of Pentacles is trying to move towards that sense of belonging, and ultimately something that is going to bring you more income, more success, more recognition. There's also that conversation with the Ten of Pentacles about the prospect of retirement. With that there. So let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for the subconscious and the hidden. You have the Seven of Swords, you've got the Emperor, the Devil card. There's something stuck at the back there. You've got the Knight of Cups here, and you've got the World. Yeah. I feel that you think that you have a great disservice has been done upon you, and it was one that was perhaps quite sneaky, one that you didn't see coming. Um, Maybe somebody's even stolen your idea from you, or somebody's stolen your promised promotion, or something along those lines. And I understand that I'm focusing on business here, mostly because of the amount of wands that are here. But this could also be a creative endeavor, or it could just be in general. Maybe you're just really fed up with the type of energy that is surrounding you in your inner circle. Um, it has not been unnoticed by you. It has more than definitely turned up for you. Um, you're. I'm hearing this question from you. Why? Like why? If you just wanted it, you could have just said. Um, and I'm not laughing at you. Sorry, I'm laughing at the thought processes that are going on in my head. That is a really inappropriate thing that I do. I'm sorry. Um, Looking at his face, he is so fed up with it. Like I said, it's not his first rodeo. It's not your first rodeo. You're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like you really didn't have to go that far, whoever you are, Mr. Seven of Swords, Mrs. Seven of Swords. Um, what's interesting is that this is your card, the Devil card. So it could as well be that on top of this, you recognizing this because you've seen the patterns, you've done the analysis, you know exactly what's up, um, and it just does not sit well with you at all in the slightest. Um, there is that definite feeling of betrayal for you, and if they had just come and talked to you about it, it would have been easy. It wouldn't have been a problem. You're an open book, you know. And there's also this aspect of maybe part of the reason why you're so unbothered by it is not necessarily because this is not your first rodeo, but maybe because somewhere inside you actually knew that this isn't for you. Um, so consider the question here then, Capricorn. Was this actually a blessing in disguise for you? Because now you have a good reason to go and do whatever it is that you wanted to do. Something to think about there. Because for every loss, there is a gain. So if this is a loss that you have suffered, what is the gain for you? So, what energy should you be open to receiving? And that is the Two of Wands. That is that opening up of a new path to lead towards better things for you and to lead towards a new future, possibly even travel. Let's have a look. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Capricorn, please. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Capricorn, please. Thank you. No, you didn't want to come. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you have the Hierophant, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you've also got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lover's card. Yep. If you are open to receiving that energy of the new path that is on the potential for you, quite a few things are going to happen there for you. So the Knight of Pentacles in particular is that absolute verification of expansion for you. You have this opportunity to spread your wings, possibly even going into further education or to rebrand yourself, maybe go on a completely different career path. But the good thing is that this new path, it does require you to have a little faith on your part. Faith in yourself, faith in a higher being, deity, belief system, whichever it is that you have, but it's there nonetheless. I heard something very distinct in there. It's almost like let it go. And I don't mean that in an Elsa way. I mean that in a, like, lessons learned. This isn't the first lesson that has come your way regarding this outcome. Just let it go. Is it really worth your energy to dwell upon it? Because you do have this desire in you, so recognize it. After all, this potential new path for you is meant for you. It's a turn for you, a turn in the road for you, and it is one that's going to lead you to a fated destiny. Now, I don't mean that as in, oh, this is preordained or anything like that. No, no, no. Ultimately, we still have a choice, but this is a path that was woven specifically for you, should you want to take it. And the beautiful thing about that, Capricorn, is that what this path is going to do is it is going to deepen your connections with other people. It's going to deepen your connection with yourself. There's going to be a renewal of your own boundaries and how to exercise them healthily. They will be honoured healthily. If you are single, it could be that there's romance on the horizon for you. If there's something to do with business, it could be meeting a new business partner whose values and drives are in alignment with yours. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, we've got the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups. We've also got the Chariot here. So yes, this path, it is going to require you to put some real hard effort into whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Another message that comes through with the Seven of Pentacles here is that perhaps this is actually an idea that you've had floating around in your head for some time, and you've thought about it and you've thought about it and it's percolated. Now is the time for you to reap that harvest. You can do it now. You can put that plan into action because there is nothing stopping you now. You can make anything happen if you want it to happen. Not only that, is that you have this passion, this presence, this drive of character to make it happen. Now, keeping in mind as well that if this Two of Cups, for example, does represent a business partner that is coming along your way, there they are. That person that matches your energy, your spark. And I know that it perhaps going into business for yourself or doing a journey for yourself or doing anything for yourself, basically, it can be quite a difficult thing to undertake because it means having to break away from certain things. It means coming away from your daily routine, potential absences from your friends and your family, insecurities about where your income is going to come from. Is it going to be reliable and so on? Where is my base going to be? But you know what? The cards are telling you, walk away from that because you have nothing to fear here. Everything is ready for you. You have done your best to this point. It is time for you to walk away from that feeling of being bound because victory is coming your way. All you need is the determination and the drive to get there, which you have. You have that in abundance. Now, what will be available to you or what could happen to you should you be receptive to receiving this energy of the new path coming your way? And that is the Four of Cups, which can talk about boredom and it can talk about not wanting something. But I think that is talking about this here is that recognition of, no, I really don't want to keep doing this nonsense that I'm doing. I want to do the new thing. Talk about the Four of Cups, please, for Capricorn. Yeah, there you go. See, new opportunity is coming your way. New creativities. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, they were coming out fast. Okay, you have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands here. Yeah, you're going to recognize that this thing here that's happening right now, this thing that you're already kind of feeling, this isn't meant for me, this isn't the right path. It's absolutely not the right path, and you're going to have clarity in that. When when you really properly have a look at this new path that's coming your way. Because there are new beginnings, new possibilities, new opportunities for you. There's a rejuvenation of self, your vitality, your passions, the things that excite you, new job, new creativities. And what that is going to do is that is going to put you in a place of real empowerment. You are going to become so much more grounded in your own strength, your capabilities, and what you bring to the table, like what your value is, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now you've also got the Knight of Swords here, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords here, the Three of Wands here. So the Knight of Swords is eager for the pursuit of intellectual matters. So that could be another push in the direction towards that higher education or the relearning that you may want to do. Also just seeking mental stimulation, to be honest, because if you are so bored with what's happening right now, if you feel that everything is so lackluster, the Knight of Swords is immediately going to go, oh, this new path has opened up, I'm going to go for that because it's exciting. That's what's going to happen there. There is a message about impulsivity there, though, so just be wary about certain decisions that you may make that may not be wise, that could take away from this new opportunity. Excuse me. You've also got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands here. So the Three of Pentacles, cooperation, working with other people to create something beautiful together. You've all of three of the people here in this card, they have a skill and a talent in their own right that they bring together, and they all learn and teach one another to create this masterpiece. So whatever it is that is on the horizon for you, it is going to be something that is going to give you purpose. It's going to enrich you. Not only that, but the path, this new path, it is going to lead you towards your future, like how you move through the world going on, which is spectacular. It's really exciting, actually. Let's have a look at the bottom. We have the King of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. We've got the Eight of Swords again, and the Temperance card here. So maybe one of the keys here for you is investment. Maybe that's all you were really needing, was somebody to come and invest in you, somebody to believe in you, somebody to give you some backup, maybe. Maybe it's just you in particular, like you know that you have to, if you're really going to do this, maybe you're thinking there, okay, if I'm really going to do this, I have to get everything organized and I have to do everything the proper way. Like, I don't want to say in terms of, that this is an all or nothing, one shot only kind of thing, because I don't believe that that's ever the case in anything. If you want anything to happen enough, then it doesn't really matter if it finishes. You try again, maybe take a different approach on it. But yeah, the element of that, working incredibly hard for it. You're not frightened to work hard for it. You are ready to do it. You really are, and you've definitely got the fire that you need to get it to happen. So I'm wondering as well, with the Eight of Swords and the Temperance card here, are you maybe still there's a Scottish expression, humming and hawing, and it means basically to procrastinate, because you're going, it's a literal thing. Are you humming and hawing over whether or not this is the right time? Is this the right time for me? Is to do this? Should I maybe wait a little bit more? Should I maybe show a bit more patience? When is anything ever the right time? Like, seriously. I don't think that there ever is a right time for anything. It's just time. So, what is the leap of faith for you to take, Capricorn? And that is the Star card. That for you is the recognition, I think, that this is actually a wish for you. This is something that you have wished for. And maybe just that knowledge in itself, that recognition that actually this is my dream, is going to be enough to propel you into taking that path. Tell me about the Star card for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Anything else for Capricorn? What else we got? Nothing? Okay. Fair enough. Right. You got the Hanged Man, you've got the Six of Cups, the Three of Swords, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm really starting to see the narrative here for you, Capricorn, okay? Listen, it is time for you perhaps to change your perspective on some of the things that has happened in the past, okay? And I know it was scary. I know that you'll have been let down terribly, especially right now. Like you've been let down terribly, and that hurts. That really hurts. Like maybe you didn't see it coming at all, the way that it happened. But the message with the Hanged Man, it talks about sacrifice, yes, because sometimes you have to give something up. Like I said, you have to lose something in order to gain something. Don't be frightened of that energy, because it's about renewal, and it's cycles in general. You know, like for a new seed to sprout, the winter has to kill the plant so that it can come back anew. Don't be frightened of that. Give in to the will of the universe, because this is in the past. This cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. You can't do anything about that except remember the lessons that you've learned. How do you avoid them? How do you move on? And maybe that is something for you to consider as well. Like with the Hermit, your current energy, do some introspection in that about whatever situations it was in the past that has made you skittish about making a leap for something that you want. Because for some reason, there is that fear in you that it's not going to work out. Are you worried that in spite of all your hard work, it's not going to fail? That it is going to fail? Think about that. Why is that? Let's have a look at the bottom. We have the Page of Swords. We have the World card. We have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, and we've got the Justice card here. That's tasty. Okay, so I feel that whenever you step foot into trying, this could be just a general cycle that happens for you, Capricorn, or this could be about a specific event that has led to this trauma, if you like. You put your toe in the water. You went out to start something. High hopes, fresh-faced youth want to make a mark in the world. And you thought you had that. You thought that the world was your oyster, or as Terry Pratchett would say, the mollusk of your choice. And you had boundless energy and optimism about it. But there was fuckery afoot. And someone was very naughty, and that had serious repercussions on you. It could have ended up in a legal battle. It could still be ongoing even, but regardless, the amount of damage that happened back then was so catastrophic that maybe contracts were violated, or maybe it just generated such an audit trail for you that it was exhausting. And you had to take a break from it afterwards because it was just so exhausting. But unfortunately, with that rest, I feel that perhaps, well, you can tell me, Capricorn, even though you were resting, were you healing? Because here you are right now, stuck behind a wall of your own making to keep yourself safe. Maybe it's time for you to explore your feelings about how catastrophic that letdown was. Because it wasn't just catastrophic, this letdown, this tore your whole tower down, brick by brick. Nothing but rubble around your feet. That's bound to have an effect on you. Well, it has had an effect on you. So maybe do a little bit of deeper thinking about that. Even write yourself a letter sometimes, like if you don't have the words to use, sometimes just getting it out is enough. Okay. So how can you manifest more effectively? And that is the Ace of Swords. That is you cutting down the lies and the nonsense around you, getting to the truth of the matter, being fearless in your pursuit of your intellectual pursuits. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, please. Thank you. Thank you. That one didn't want to come. Beautiful cards here for you. Okay, we have the Page of Swords on its side. We have the Knight of Cups. You've got the Page of Wands. You've got the what's up? The Ace of Pentacles. Jeez, and the Empress here. Okay, so yes, how can you do that? You go into battle and you claim your victory for yourself. Do not be frightened, because your authentic self knows what it wants to do. If you don't know what to do, because there's a difference between the perceived you and the authentic you. The authentic you tells no lies or spins no illusions. The perceived you is the one that you present to the world. Are those two in harmony? Don't worry if they're not, because for a lot of people, they're not in harmony. But for you to really conceptualize this, think about that. Conceptualize this new beginning and why you're not going for it. I think that's going to be important for you. And I get that with the Page of Swords on its side, perhaps you don't know the language to use in order to express that to yourself. Like I said, that is fine. That's okay. All right, because the truth of the matter is that language will come second. Recognizing and delivering your messages of emotion is the start of it. Wear your heart in your sleeve. And think to yourself as well, part of the whole you pursuing your truth and the things that interest you, in terms of learning, business, anything along that nature, romance that idea in it. I don't know how weird that sounds, right? But what I'm saying is, I guess, want it, desire it. There you go. That's a bit better. Because it will come to you. Just let it out. Because the Page of Wands is also here. And the Page of Wands is telling you that, look, I want to express these things, and I want to tell the people in the world like what I want and what I don't want. So I wonder, do you do physical acts instead of verbal acts? Maybe, again, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's not violent. But maybe that's one of the ways for you to express your emotional language. Who knows? Only you do. But also, another message that comes forward with the Page of Wands here is he is eager to seek out those new experiences in the new interests. So it could be as well that, as well as you accepting and understanding some of the emotions within you, it could also be that you have to physically put yourself out there in order to make the connections with people, to start the ball rolling on what areas are going to stimulate you, what areas are going to help you to creatively move this victorious energy along. Because nothing but fortune is coming your way with this once you do this. I'm talking investments are coming your way, gifts, financial gifts, resource gifts, all sorts of matters are going to come your way, and they're going to help to really illuminate your path, because the growth that is coming for you is massive. And it's not just growth either, but it's that sense of peace, you nurturing your authentic self is coming forward for you. It's really, really strong for you. The bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card, we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, and we've got the Four of Wands. This Tower moment for you, it is fueling your uneasiness. And I do think that you coming to the truth about that is really, really going to help you so much. Like the Queen of Swords, she is not frightened to back down from a fight. She is a champion of truth. She can see right through anybody. She also has incredibly sharp business acumen herself. Embrace her energy. Why did enemy come out of my head there? Do you feel that this Tower moment is representing an enemy for you that is still present? So how do you really look at the truth of what these insecurities are all about? You be kind to yourself. That's how. Show yourself compassion, even diplomacy. I know that sounds a bit weird, but you don't have to go into it hell for leather, right? Because if you do, and you use the wrong language because you don't quite know how to use that language, you could really do a number on yourself if you're not careful. So be compassionate, give yourself a break. All right, especially if you're going to go into something new, give yourself a break. You've got so many lessons to come back on. It's okay if a mistake happens. You just pivot. That's all you need to do. Because I think that ultimately this comes down to you feeling that you're going to have to fight for your stability in your foundations, maybe even your family. Do you though? What resources are at your fingertips? You've had both the Queen and the King of Pentacles here, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles there. You have more resources than you think you do. It's just a matter of asking. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. If anything, it's a sign of courage. And generally speaking, it is widely respected, generally speaking. Now, your possible outcome is the Lovers, and that is that, as I say, that deepening of connections, that actualization of self for you. Tell me about the Lovers for Capricorn, please. Oh, it's a hell of a card for the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now you have the King of Cups on its side, the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles here. Now here's something that is interesting, Capricorn. Because what I'm seeing here with the King of Cups on its side and the Four of Cups here with the Five of Swords, it's almost like you have this real uncertainty if you even want to talk about feelings, your feelings or somebody else's feelings. Maybe you're worried that if you do speak your feelings, then there's an element of somebody being disappointed in you or you being disappointed in you, because you have to win at all costs. That's the way you've always done things. The thing about winning at all costs, Capricorn, is that that comes with a message of burning bridges. And is that how you want to live your life? I get the feeling that that's not how you want to live your life. That's how you've ended up in situations like here. Because all of these swords that are in this person's boat here, these are all wounds from the past that he keeps on carrying with him. And I don't think you want that anymore. What you actually want is balance. And I think that that desire to have balance is absolutely wonderful. I think that that is one of the most exceptional wishes that anybody could ever have in this world, is to have balance. That you'll not be, please don't be disappointed in yourself for wanting to express emotions. Please don't. It is not a failure. And if you have people within your circle who are disappointed with you for expressing your emotions, they do not want you to succeed. They do not want you to grow. Because how do you, like, let's take the Seven of Pentacles for example, because that showed up quite often for you, right? This farmer here has put so much time and effort into growing his crop. How does a farmer's crop get to the point of harvest? It has to be nurtured. It has to be watered. It has to be taken care of. The people within your immediate circle should be doing that for you as well. And if they don't, what you put out into the universe is what you receive in turn. And more often than not, we are quite influenced by the energies around us. So if those energies are negative, how do you think it's going to affect you? Now you have fabulous cards here. You have the Sun card, you've got the King of Swords, you've got the Ace of Cups, and you've also you've got the High Priestess and the Fool card here. This is the absolute yes card of the deck. This is the complete affirmation that you need to hear, that yes, this is your time. Yes, this opportunity is yours. This was meant to happen for you to get to this point, but in order for you to seize this and realize this, you have to talk to you, the true you, the authentic you. Feel your feelings. Because I promise you that once you do that, once you come face to face with your authentic self, everything explodes for you. There's going to be a new surge of youthfulness for you, for creativity, excitement, opportunities, all sorts. There is nothing that is going to hold you back. Not only that, but you are going to become stronger in intellect. Your communication is going to excel because you have truth, and you will not be frightened to speak your truth. Your cup will overflow with so many new emotions, and they are going to be ones that fuel your intuition. They really are. And because of that, you are not going to be scared to take that new journey at all. If anything, you are going to gladly skip towards it. Oh, Capricorn, that was a reading and a half for you. My goodness. So many positive things there for you. It's just taking that first step. And I know taking a first step is bloody scary. Of course it is. But in order to move, we have to put one foot forward. And sometimes a small goal like that, let's just put one foot in front of the other, is enough. You don't have to run a marathon, just put one foot in front of the other. That's enough. So, that all being said, if this was the reading for you, then I really hope that I've given you a lot to think about, some questions to consider. And as I say, if you liked what you saw and heard today, then please, by all means, do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to help me grow my channel. I've also got links to your general reading and your career and finances from the previous weeks down in the description box below, so you can check those out if you're interested. But in the meantime, all right, Capricorn, you take care of yourself. Bye.